Hi, my name is Lindy from Project Portfolio Office, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to make your lifecycle interactive. Okay, so when logged into PPO, to get to your lifecycle, you click on the lifecycle main menu. In order to make your lifecycle interactive, you do need edit access rights. That is controlled under administration and user groups. Okay, so the first example that I'm going to show you guys is putting a drill through to an underlying page or underlying swim lane. So currently if I click on pre-initiating, it's not taking me anywhere, but if I click on planning, it takes me down a level deeper, showing the swim lanes for the planning phase. So if I just go back to home and I click on edit, what I want to do is just link to underlying pages. So for pre-initiating, I click on the icon. On the right-hand side, a process step opens up. All I do is I look for my 6-phase pre-initiating swim lane. I apply that, and I'm going to do the same for initiating. So if I click on initiating, you can also see we are not linked to any other page, and I want it to take us to the swim lane for initiating 6th phase. So I'm just going to apply that change. If I go back into my view mode, to test this, if I then now click through onto my pre-initiating icon, it takes me to the swim lane for pre-initiating. Another example of this, if I click through on planning over here, it takes me through to my planning phase swim lanes. But if I click on the right-hand side currently, it's not taking me anywhere. So we can also, on these icons, add a drill through to a next page. So I'm going to go into edit mode and just quickly demonstrate that again. So if I click on executing, the process step opens up on the right hand side. I can edit it and I can point it to the executing phase. There we go, and apply the change. If I go back into view mode, I can test that. So if I just say view and I now click on executing, it takes me through to the executing swim lanes. Okay, so next up is just the basics of the process steps. So I'm currently on executing, and if I click on notify stakeholders, you can see I don't have a process step. So again, I can go into edit mode on this page. Click on the icon where I want the link to be. Go into my process step. I give it a title. Notify stakeholders. And I pop in the description. And I apply the change. If I go into view mode and I click on notify stakeholders, you'll notice that we have the full process step on the left-hand side. So for each of these icons, you have the ability to apply a process step with a title, a description, and we can also do additional linking. Another example that I'm going to show you guys, and this is on the closing swim lanes. Okay, so here at the bottom you can see I've got an icon for the closure report. I do have a process step, I do have a nice description, but I would like to link through to the closure report on PPO. To do this, I would navigate to Reports, Reporting, select the report category, the report name, and in the URL, and this is, I think, the most important that you guys need to remember, is you only copy from after your instance name. So this is important. This is what we call the relevant path. Just in case your instance name changes at some stage, and then the links in your life cycle will break. So I'm just going to copy this portion of the URL. I'm going to go back to my life cycle. I'm going to say edit. I'm going to click on the icon where I want to place this link. It's a closure report icon. On the right hand side, you see I can add a link. Click on edit, pop in the link, give it a description, closure report, and I can apply that change. I can also link to documents within PPO. So I've got an administration checklist over here where I want to add a link. So if I go back to PPO, this is my document view page. Again, important in the URL to just copy the relevant path. So I've copied that. If I go back to PPO, edit, I can add the link and give it a name and apply the changes. So if I just click on View Lifecycle to test the two links that I've added, I can click on the closure report and there's my link that I can access. Same with the administration closure checklist. So if I do that, it takes me directly to the template for that document. Okay, so there's various links that you can apply. I'm just going to go back to our landing page just to demonstrate one or two last items. So let's say here under Contact Us, here you can see I've already got a link to contact the PPO support team. I'm going to add an additional one, so I go into edit mode. I can then click on the Contact Us button because that's where I want the link to be. I'm going to add additional one over here and just click on edit, and this one is what's new in PPO. And for this one, I'm going to point to our blog where we've got our product news. Just grabbing that URL over there, pop it in the link, and submit. I think last but not least, we can also change the sort order of these links because we can have multiple links on a single click. So these up and down arrows will help you with changing your sort order of the links that you apply to these pages. So if I just click on view, if I click on what's new in PPO, it takes me through to our blog. I hope that this video was valuable to you guys. Please click on the link to our final video in the Lifecycle series where we will be editing existing life cycles. Thanks for watching.